nervous. I don't have my makeup on today.
Yeah,
Just kidding. Just kidding.
State your name.
Kiana Sharpley.
Right on. Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Jersey? Where
Jersey
at?
in the house. Fist pump.
Where's
But,
that? Where at in Jersey?
Atlantic City.
Right on. So you went from one gambling location to another.
Exactly. But luckily we upgraded to Vegas, so
Right.
we didn't downgrade anywhere.
I'm from New York, so I was like, okay.
Oh,
good.
okay.
My mama lives in Jersey.
Okay.
She's in
I'm
North,
from New York.
She's in North Jersey.
Manhattan.
Yeah? That's what's up. So how long you been in Vegas?
About 10 years.
Really?
Since
you went to high
2000.
school here? Yeah. What was it like growing up here? Well, I guess you went through your teenage years here in Vegas, so what was it like?
Definitely, it was different. Different atmosphere here as opposed to back home. Back home is where all of most of our family still resides. And, I think the things that we used to do, like we go to church every Sunday, and we have belonged to a specific church there. Our extracurricular activities, like recess, and then growing up, coming out here, of course they don't have that. But it was definitely different, a different vibe altogether.
Do you think like the amount of gambling and strip clubs and all this, the atmosphere of Vegas, of Sin City, do you think that had any kind of effect on you?
To an extent, maybe. Now, with my upbringing and our family was very much involved in me and my sister's lives. It wasn't as difficult for me to still stay grounded and not let peer pressure and anything influence you like that. There are times where you might slip up and do something that you regret, whether it's with school or with anything like that. But and it's definitely tougher, I think, for kids growing up in Vegas, seeing as a lot of the atmosphere is centered around like adult nightlife and things like that. And if you're not 21, it forces some kids to grow up that much quicker. They feel like they have to, they have to just to, I guess, survive. But in Sin City, but for me, I try to keep myself around like positive people and people who I know aren't gonna try to influence me in a negative way.
So I'm assuming that you grew up with faith. Yeah. And was there ever a time where you questioned if the faith that you were brought up into was real or not?
Definitely. And I think in Vegas, it's definitely been tougher to try to find a church that you can feel like you belong to when you attend every week and you feel that same sense of like family-like atmosphere like I felt back home. And we had a church that we went to every Sunday. It's been tougher to try to find that out here, but I think like the basic values I try to still keep. And whether I think I've learned to just kind of be more open to different types of spirituality, whether it's going to church every week or just attending like a different type of Bible study class, whether it's here on campus, which I've done before. And that's actually opened my eyes a lot, because now I can see that it's easy to get involved. It's just, it takes a little more time and
to actually read.
Right, and go out and see what they do, but they do have classes here, and people, I think, just need that, what's the word? They need to be, like, see it more, right? And I think a lot more people will probably be more open to trying something like that.
Why do you think it is that so many students on college campus are, majority of students are coming out as atheists and with little faith in God, or believing that there is even a God, or that, why do you think that is?
Probably, well, I think the atmosphere of Vegas, a lot of people, they want to see if they have things that they're, trying to keep the faith on, or if they have certain issues going on in their life, a lot of times they want to see results at this moment, and they feel as though if God isn't presenting them with the answer they need right then and there, that there's no reason to keep the faith and hold on if, they have to wait longer maybe than they want to. And I'm a Taurus, so sometimes we can be a little stubborn and impatient, but definitely I think God, He wants you to see things when He knows you'll be ready to see them, as opposed to when you want to see it. And I've definitely learned that with different situations. He doesn't work on your time. I know He works on His time, but that ultimately when you do see the bigger picture and you see things for what they are, that lets you know that it was supposed to be that time. I think a lot of kids get caught up, and well, definitely in the college student period with like, and then, you know, they get peer pressured and they feel stressed when it comes to school, education, and they want things to go their way right now when ultimately, you know, you still have 4 years to do things you want to do, and you just got to keep that faith, keep that positive energy for it to happen.
So for you yourself, someone growing up with faith and still trying to keep that faith strong, right? How would you rate your relationship with God on a scale from 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
10 being perfect and holy.
I would say about an 8.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's definitely been like up and down. I think throughout the span of my college experience, because I'm a senior now, but definitely like I would say about an 8 or so. I don't think it's perfect. I think there's still ways that I can improve on how I deal with things and not letting the stress of the world get to me to the point where I feel like I'm losing my faith. But that comes with practice, and practice makes perfect, I think. So with time, I think it'll definitely get up to that 10 plus.
It's a lifelong journey.
But, oh yeah.
So what is the number one thing that you could do right now that would improve your relationship with God?
Definitely read the Bible more. Now, I used to read a lot when I was younger, and I actually had a Precious Moments Bible. I loved it. And I had so much stuff, I was like write to myself little notes and stuff inside of it. I lost it, and then we moved out here, and I've had a few Bibles since then, but I actually just want to get back. I think now that I'm older and start reading the Word again and seeing how I view it now versus how I did when I was younger. Things like that.
Thanks for sharing.
No problem.
Awesome.